Hello and welcome to the next Classic Wise car meet here at the Dovecote Inn. It's a lovely day, we've got the sun shining and it's going to be a fun event. So let's get to it. It's jam-packed full, by the way. A Triumph Stag parked next to a Porsche Carrera. We've got a Rover Vitesse, a Ford Escort Cabriolet, a Volkswagen Golf GTI. I believe that is a Mark II, could be a Mark III, not sure. We've got the Classic Wise van. Hey. We have a Porsche 928 Club Sport. I believe that's what that is. It might be a 968. I'm not too sure. And then we've got the supercar clan. We have an Aston Martin V8 Vantage alongside a Lamborghini Huracan Performante in green. I believe that might actually be the Performante Spider with the black roof. We have a Lotus Exige Cup 430. That is a lovely Lotus. Parked next to an Altezza. What's one of those? So here we have a Yokohama Mark I Mazda MX-5, parked next to a Ford Focus ST. Now let's head down the bottom. Let's have a look what we've got down here. So here we have a Mark II Mazda MX-5 next to a Porsche Boxster and a Jaguar XJS in a lovely shade of red. Here we have a pair of Ford Mustangs with the 5-litre V8s.
I spoke to Bletch, I can do no more. Top the woman.
And up here we have a TVR. A lovely red, shiny TVR with the pop-ups. We have the Alpine A110 from the first visit, alongside an MG BGT V8. Got a Triumph, I believe that's a TR4 or something of a similar style, I don't know. Not that good on those. We've got an A45 AMG, two A45 AMGs, both very lovely, alongside an Audi Quattro. Random Ford. And a Jaguar XK, lovely car. We have a Land Rover, V8 Land Rover, absolutely lovely in the red, alongside a classic Land Rover that seems to have taken a bit of a battering over the years. And then we've got an Alfa Romeo 4C in the lovely cherry red. And there's an MG at the end. So here we have a Volkswagen Scirocco GT. Believe this is our Honda CRX VTEC. So here we have the other A45 AMG, that's an XK8 Jaguar. We've got my favourite car, the Jaguar F-Type R, that makes some fantastic sounds. Absolutely love this beauty. And now we'll switch over to the other side. We have a Peugeot 205 alongside a Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, I believe. We've got a Ford Escort RS 1800 alongside a classic MG. Another Ford Escort, I believe this is an RS Cosworth. Hey. And we've got a lovely, I believe that's racing green on the MG. We've got something launching down the road. Way, it's the tractor. And now we're going to curve around the back. That over there is a Porsche Carrera convertible, actually. So now we're heading up the back. That's an MG 1300. Got the Peugeot 205. It's a GTI model, actually. Have no clue what this yellow vehicle is here. I'm believing it's a Vauxhall VX220, but I'm not exactly sure. I could be extremely wrong. Here we have one of my favourite noisy supercars of all time, the Nissan GTR. We'll get a couple of photos of that later. But now, there's a Mclaren 570 pulling away. So we've got, this is lovely, it's a Lancia Stratos next to a Volvo 360 with the Ferrari badge, and the McLaren is making sounds. It's a 570S, waiting for the Ford Capri 2.8 litre injection. And here we have a black Lamborghini Aventador, the one from the workshop meet a couple of months back, believe it or not. It's the Aventador Roadster. And this McLaren is making some V8 sounds as the Rover beeps. Listen to that. Right, so here we have a Nissan 370Z with a lovely body kit alongside a Volkswagen Caddy pickup and a Volkswagen Golf GTI convertible. Then we have what I believe is a Porsche Boxster Spider, although I could be wrong again. And then over here we have a Ford Escort Rs 1800 in shiny green alongside another green car. It's a Ford Fiesta. Then we have a Mercedes SL Roadster and what I believe is another Escort. And then you have a proper mean classic. It's the Austin Healey 3000 Mark III, one of the coolest classic cars of all time. D-class, but still packs a punch. Then you've got another Ford Escort. This is the RS Turbo, one of the coolest models of the series, and that's alongside a Massey tractor. Down here we have a Porsche Carrera alongside a Mercedes C63 AMG, and just coming in with the comedy horn is the Volkswagen Type 2.
It's only got single phase sockets, but it's got three phase before.
And here we have a Hillman Super Minx and a Jag E-Type, one of another great series of classics. Another Triumph TR6 with the bonnet up to give us a great display of the engine below, the heart of the vehicle. That's got a Ford Cosy engine. We've got a clan of cars arriving. There's a Mercedes, not a Mercedes, an MGB Roadster, I believe, a Toyota Celica GT4, a Mitsubishi Lancer, and another Escort, I believe. So some great classics arriving. and some great new models. The Capri injection is coming around. And it's making some injection sounds. We have a Ford F-150 Lightning, one of the fastest American pickups of all time. I believe that's got a supercharged V8 in it. But here we have a Triumph. I'm not great on Triumph Classics, so I won't tell you what it is. But we do have a lovely Shelby Cobra. I believe it's a replica, but I might be wrong. It's lovely. Anyway. And we can get a great display of the engine in here too, a 6.2 litre V8, as you can see. And then over here, we have a Volkswagen Beetle with some stickers. Oh yeah, you can't beat the old stickers. And we have a London taxi. That is cool. And we'll head over here for some of the other cars at the show. We have another classic. That's a Ford Popular Deluxe alongside a Lamborghini Urraco. I'm sure we'll get some great Lamborghini sounds from that later on. There's a Porsche 911 Gt2 Rs just turned up, and we'll get some of the other cars in the paddock a bit later on. We've got a Mini 40, and a Volkswagen Golf, I believe. It might be a Mark 1. And that's alongside a Willys Army Jeep. And a MG. I keep calling MGs other things beginning with M, but this is an MGB Roadster. And that's alongside a Mustang, a tuned Mustang V8. And over here we have another BMW, this one in the form of an M3. There's a couple more classics behind there. There's a Rolls Royce and something else which I'm sure we'll get a look at later. There is a lovely green MG Midget alongside an Escort Rs 1600. I don't know whether it is a RS, but here we have a Hillman Avenger Tiger and a Chrysler Crossfire. We have a Ford Fairlane 500 here, looking lovely as always, alongside a Mustang. And the Ford Capri injection. And two Porsche 718s. Is that a 718 or is it a Carrera? Tell me in the comments below, unless we see it later, of course. Over here we have a lovely shiny green Volkswagen Scirocco R. And then there's another Jag XJS alongside a Lotus Exige, a Lotus Evora GT410 and a Lamborghini Aventador Roadster. And there's a GR Yaris. I have never seen one of these before. It's one of the best 3-cylinder hot hatches in existence. And it sounds fantastic, I believe, even though it's got a soft limiter. Here we have a Mercedes Classic, I believe it's a 190, but I'm not sure. And we've got a Saab Convertible. Oh yeah. Some bikes coming in. And here we have an MG, I believe that's an MGF. We've got a Roush-tuned Mustang. We see this at basically all of the meets here, but it is a very fantastic car. And then we have a Lamborghini Huracan Performante Spider. This is a fantastic piece of Lamborghini engineering. Just look at that. One of the best V10s in existence. Got some revving in the paddock. But let's head back round there, actually.
As soon as we ever get to
Bye bye, little guy. So here we have a Porsche 911 Gt2 Rs next to an Audi R8 Spider. Over there is a Porsche 911 Turbo. There's a bubble car and an MGB GT Roadster. And the Escort Rs in red that's always at the meets, alongside a Mitsubishi Lancer Gsr. There's another Austin Healey 3000 over here. And then you've got a D Tomaso Pantera, a Fiat. I believe that might be a Volkswagen Carmen, but I'm not too sure. And that's alongside a Triumph TR6, a pair of them. Got a Ford pickup arriving. And then there's a Citroen 2CV. A mini Morris Cooper. A Morris 8. And that's just about it. We've covered everything. So let's go to the exit. So here we have a Porsche, followed by a C6 Corvette convertible. That's a Porsche Carrera 4S. This is lovely, look at that. It's a Grand Sport C6 convertible Corvette. Guessing it's a ZR1, but it looks amazing. I love the yellow. Here we have what I believe is a Ford Mondeo GLX. In fact, no, it's an Escort. It's a different one to what I thought. Or is it? I don't know. It's an Escort LX. It's very nice. I believe we have an MG midget arriving now, although it might be an MGB. In fact, yeah, it is an MGB. They look very similar. It's only the grills that tell the difference, basically. There's an Alpina B3 just arrived. But here goes a Porsche. Yes. And that's a Carrera departing the show. And we've got a Ford.
He's got a Lewis Hamilton. I didn't realise you got a Lewis Hamilton Max.
On the departure. It's got the SL Roadster departing. As well as a Fiesta and the Escort RS 1800. One of the best classic rally cars of all time. And it's got the stay-at-home rally plates on the front. It's actually an Escort Mexico, believe it or not. So here we have one of the Austin 3000s making a departure. I believe we'll make a pause, shall we?
Sorry, on back.
Look at this tyre warmer down here as the Austin 3000 makes a departure. Get the little white lights even. Fully restored to working order. Tier of yes. Sounding very, very nice.
That thing's like the rear brake gate. They have a rear brake on it. That? They get there. It's just these cables go right down to the rear brake.
I bought a set, the only way I could get
Porsche Carrera 4S trailing the Escort and the MG. And that's a little monkey bike! How cute! Got a Cooper departing in a lovely maroon colour. And I was going to call that an Escort then, it's not, it's a Focus RS. Looking lovely in its Mark III form. So here we have a Lotus Exige Cup 430. Right, I think it's away. Making a fantastic sound. Make some noise. Here goes the GTR. Followed by a Beetle. Bye bye Beetle. And the MGB GT V8. And a Triumph. Wait, there's a Tesla coming up trying to recreate the Taycan's style. And here she comes. And there goes the TR4. Making some sounds up on departure. Mark 1 Mazda MX-5 with pop-ups. And there she goes. Sounds included. And there goes the Porsche. In fact, it's a 968 Club Sport. Looking lovely in the purple and gold colour scheme that Porsche created for it. Here we have the Ford Focus ST, standing for Send Transport. Making a pleasant sound as it departs. Oh, we have a Turbo S leaving the show here. And the 4C is coming down. One of Alfa Romeo's star cars of the company. Absolutely looks fantastic. You can't beat the looks of the 4C. You definitely can't. It is, in my opinion, the best looking sports car in existence. It really is. I like the RS5, but that looks better. And let's talk about the turbo, shall we, up on departure of it. I believe this one is a 5-cylinder turbo, as it isn't, of course, the newest in existence. It does, however, look very nice with the yellow calipers representing the Porsche brake discs. And there goes the 4C. And here comes what I believe is the Ford Popular. Deluxe. Here we have the Lamborghini Icelero. In fact, no, not the Icelero, the Urraco. Here we have the V12 Jaguar XJS, one of the coolest classics of all time, followed by the green Volkswagen Scirocco R. Look at that. Look at it. That might actually be a straight six, but I'm not sure. So there goes the Scirocco with sounds. And here's a Mercedes-Benz 190, followed by a Toyota GR Yaris with soft limiter sounds. That is actually similar to the GT4 Celica because it's GR4 instead of GT4, but still in a similar class. And there goes an Austin Healey 3000. Very quiet and quaint, but still a lovely, fantastic classic. X5 with roll cage. Yeah. And here comes a V10 Audi R8 Spider. And a Porsche. I believe that's a Cayman S. I think we might get some sending from the Audi. And there goes the Cayman. With some sounds. Not a bad departure. So here she goes. Where are the V10 sounds? We have the 6-cylinder Porsche Gt2 Rs, one of the flagship sports cars of Porsche, a track beast. And we've been blocked by an Audi. Is that got a soft limiter? We have the Lamborghini Aventador Roadster. It's going to bring a departure. V12 sounds. And the floor is moving with that 6.5 litre beast. There goes a Porsche Boxster S on departure. Oh, the Aventador's bringing it out of the village. And we've got an Escort Rs 1800. It's not an RS 1800, but it's a Mark II, so I got that bit right. There's an Audi RS3 over here as well, and hopefully that sounds good when it departs. Here comes the red Escort Rs Cosworth, one of the coolest cars that comes to these meets. One of the coolest classics, of course. I absolutely adore this car. I love the colour scheme. Red with black accents. I don't know whether he can see to get out or not. And there's the Mitsubishi Lancer Gsr from the workshop meet. It's turned up. That always sounds good. And here goes the GSR. And a flash on the lights. Look at that. Oh yeah. And we've got a Porsche on departure. There she goes, that's a Carrera. Making some 5-cylinder sounds, and here goes an E-Type. And a lovely looking Honda bike. I believe that's a Honda Fire something, I don't know. I don't think it's a Fireblade. This is a battered Beetle. But looks very lovely in the gold. Is that a paint scheme or what? Oh look. There goes the Hillman Superman. Cute little bubble car. That has got to be one of the quirkiest but coolest cars at the meet, especially with all the cute little teddies. Oh no. There's a Volkswagen Transporter nearly crashing into the cute little car. That actually doesn't look bad. And I will film it because I love that bodywork.
10 minutes.
Loud horn on the Rolls Royce. It's called Bess. Hello, Bess. In your Rolls Royce. Way. And that's followed by an MG. With a super flash. And there's another Tesla behind shot.